Did you know that car crashes are the leading cause of injury and death for children my age, and my age, and my age? 4 out of 5 car seats are not properly installed. Learning a few simple steps on how to correctly install my car seat could save my life.
That's right. The purpose of this video is to teach parents and caregivers how to avoid some of the common mistakes that occur when installing a car seat. So, what are we waiting for? Let's get rolling on the road to safety.
The first step is to select the right car seat for your child. There are 3 main categories of car seats: rear-facing car seats, forward-facing car seats, and booster seats.
Babies and toddlers should ride in a rear-facing car seat as long as possible. The American Academy of Pediatrics advises parents to keep their toddlers rear-facing until at least the age of 2 and until they reach the maximum height or weight limit of their rear-facing car seat. This usually ranges between 35 and 45 pounds depending on the model.
Preschoolers and early elementary-age children should ride in a forward-facing car seat with a harness until they reach the maximum height or weight limit of their car seat. This is usually between 40 and 90 pounds, depending on the model.
Elementary school-aged kids should use a booster seat until the seatbelt fits them correctly. This is usually when the child reaches about 4 feet 9 inches in height and is between 8 and 12 years old.
Oh, and of course, if they are too big for one of these, don't forget to use this.
When selecting your child's car seat, take a good look at the label. It contains important information on minimum and maximum height and weight limits, so you can select a car seat that fits your child's weight and height.
Also, check the expiration date. Generally, don't use a car seat if it's more than 6 years old, as safety technology constantly improves and older car seats wear out and can break in a crash. If your car seat has been in a crash, call the manufacturer to determine if the car seat is damaged or unsafe to use. Also, purchasing a used car seat is not recommended, as these seats may have missing parts or an unknown history.
And don't forget to mail in your registration card or register online to be notified of any defects, recalls, or problems with your car seat. For free help installing your car seat, or to find a car seat technician in your area, go to safekids.org or nhtsa.gov.
Rear-facing car seats provide the best protection for your child during a crash. Notice the difference between a rear-facing car seat and a forward-facing car seat in a frontal crash. With the forward-facing seat, the crash forces are concentrated onto the child's shoulders, head, neck, and spine. If a young child is moved forward-facing too early, their body cannot handle these forces, which can result in serious injury, death, or paralysis.
With the rear-facing seat, the crash forces are absorbed by the shell of the car seat instead of by the child's body. The shell also supports, cradles, and protects the child's head, neck, and spine. So keep your child rear-facing and better protected until at least the age of 2 and until they reach the maximum height or weight limit of their rear-facing car seat.
There are 2 main types of rear-facing car seats: rear-facing only car seats, which are also called infant seats, and convertible car seats.
This is a rear-facing only car seat, meaning that it is designed to always be rear-facing, never forward-facing. Rear-facing only car seats come with a detachable base and a carrying handle, which allows you to easily snap the car seat in and out of the vehicle. If the base is not accessible, some rear-facing only seats allow you to install the seat without the base. Also, read your instruction manual to find the correct traveling position for the carrying handle. Maximum weight limits usually range between 22 and 40 pounds, depending on the model. Maximum height limits generally require the top of your baby's head to be at least 1 inch from the top of the shell.
This is a convertible car seat. Convertible seats convert from rear-facing to forward-facing as your child grows. Convertible seats in the rear-facing position generally have higher maximum weight and height limits than the rear-facing only seats, so that your baby can stay rear-facing and better protected for a longer period of time. Because convertible seats can either be rear-facing or forward-facing, they have two belt paths. Use the path closest to the vehicle seat back. They also have an upright position for forward-facing and a reclined position for rear-facing. Convertible car seats have tether straps for forward-facing use. Unless your manual allows for their use while rear-facing, shorten the strap or attach it to the designated location on your car seat so it won't swing up and hit your child.
While rear-facing, you may notice your child's legs folding like this. This is completely normal and is not a safety risk. Also, you will see several slots on the back of your car seat. For rear-facing, use the harness slots at or below your child's shoulder level.
When installing your rear-facing car seat, be sure that the back of the car seat is at a 30 to 45 degree angle. Having a correct angle is very important. If the car seat is leaning too far back during a crash, too much force will be absorbed by the child's shoulders. If the seat is leaning too far forward, the baby's head can fall forward and make it difficult for them to breathe. To obtain the correct angle, use the adjustable foot on the detachable base. If your car seat does not have an adjustable base, a tightly rolled towel or pool noodle may be placed at the vehicle seat crack if permitted by the car seat manufacturer. Check the car seat's recline indicator, which is sometimes represented by an arrow or a line, to make sure it is at the correct angle.
Let's take a short quiz.
Based on what you have learned, choose the picture that shows the harness in the correct slots for rear-facing.
Use the slots at or below the shoulder level.
What is wrong with this picture?
The child's head is less than 1 inch from the top of the shell.
If you got all of those answers right, you have been listening well and are on the road to keeping me safe.
If your child is at least 2 years old and has reached the maximum height or weight limit of her rear-facing car seat, she is finally ready to be forward-facing.
There are two main types of forward-facing car seats: convertible seats and combination seats. Forward-facing seats should be used until your child reaches the maximum harness weight limit, which usually ranges between 40 and 90 pounds, or until they reach the maximum height limit, which is usually when the child's shoulders reach the top harness slot, or when the top of the child's ears reach the top of the car seat.
Here is a convertible seat, which can convert from rear-facing to forward-facing. After your toddler outgrows the rear-facing height or weight limit, convert the seat to the forward-facing position. Do this by adjusting the foot to the upright position and moving the harness straps to the reinforced slots at or above your child's shoulders. If the harness is not in the reinforced slots, it can break through the plastic in a crash. The very top slot is always reinforced, but sometimes the lower slots are not reinforced and are made for rear-facing use only. Also, there are two paths to put the belt through. Use the path closest to the vehicle seat back.
This is a combination seat. Combination seats are forward-facing only, never rear-facing, and can be used with the harness until your child reaches the maximum harness height or weight limit. Then, the harness can be removed, and voila, it becomes a booster seat. Combination seats have a height and weight range for harness use and a different range for booster seat use. When using the harness, all slots are reinforced, so just make sure to move it to the slots at or above your child's shoulders.
Quiz time!
Which picture shows the foot in the correct position?
Use the upright position for forward facing.
Which picture is using the correct belt path?
Use the path closest to the vehicle seat back. Now that you have learned about the different types of car seats, it's time to figure out how to install rear-facing and forward-facing car seats safely and tightly into your vehicle. You can either use the seat belt or you can use the lower anchors.
First, let's learn about seat belts. To have a tight installation, you need to lock your seat belt so that it stays at a fixed length. Your seat belt will lock at the latch plate or at the retractor.
To determine if your seatbelt locks at the latch plate, pull upwards on the lap portion of a buckled seatbelt. If the seatbelt stays at a fixed length and does not slide through the latch plate, the seatbelt locks at the latch plate.
If the seatbelt slides through the latch plate and does not stay at a fixed length, check to see if your seatbelt locks at the retractor. Pull on the belt near the retractor. It'll go back and forth like this. Slowly and gently pull it all the way out to the end. Now, if the belt does not go back and forth anymore, but only gets shorter, you have locked the seatbelt at the retractor. One side note, don't jerk quickly on the seatbelt as you may think the retractor has locked when it really has not.
If your vehicle is older than 1996, it is possible that neither the latch plate nor the retractor will lock. In this case, you will need to read the instruction manual to learn how to add a locking clip. Only use the locking clip when your seatbelt has both a lap and shoulder portion. When using a locking clip, place it less than 1 inch away from the latch plate. Some car seats have built-in lock-offs, which can be used instead of a locking clip or instead of a locking retractor. Read the instruction manual to find out how to use these built-in lock-offs.
Now that you have learned about the most common seatbelt types, let's move on to the lower anchors of the latch system. Since the year 2003, vehicles come equipped with lower anchors in the crack of the vehicle seat. A set of these lower anchors can usually be found in the right and left rear seating positions, and sometimes in the center seating position. Some manufacturers do not allow you to use outer lower anchors for the center seating position, so always read your manual to ensure correct use. You can use either these lower anchors with the lower strap located on your car seat, or the seat belt to install your car seat, but don't use both at the same time. Also, never attach 2 hooks into one vehicle lower anchor.
As a general rule, as soon as the combined weight of your child plus the weight of their car seat meets or exceeds 65 pounds, you will need to discontinue using the lower anchors and use the seat belt instead. Check your car seat label and your vehicle owner's manual for more specific lower anchor weight limits. When you are using the seat belt, secure the lower anchor hooks to the car seat itself so they won't swing up and hit your child in a crash.
Ready for another quiz?
Does this seatbelt lock at the latch plate or at the retractor?
At the retractor. Now that you've learned about seat belts and lower anchors, let's put your car seat in its place. The back seat in the center position is usually the safest place to install your car seat. And never put a rear-facing car seat near a frontal airbag, as it can cause serious injury or death in a crash. Always check your car seat manual and vehicle owner's manual to determine which seating positions are permitted for car seat use. These manuals provide important information on airbag locations, side airbags, inflatable seat belts, lower anchor and tether locations, seatbelt types, and so forth.
To install your car seat, follow these steps. First, consider whether your car seat will be rear-facing or forward-facing. Adjust the foot of the car seat to the correct position or angle.
Move the harness into the correct harness slots, at or below your child's shoulders for rear facing, or at or above your child's shoulders for forward facing. It may be helpful to change one harness strap at a time so you can easily and correctly repeat the process on the other strap. If your car seat has an adjustable crotch strap, move the strap to the slot closest to your child.
Place the car seat in the correct direction into the vehicle, rear facing or forward facing, and route the seat belt or the lower anchor strap through the correct belt path.
If using the seat belt, buckle and lock the seat belt either at the latch plate or at the retractor. If the seat belt locks at the latch plate, pull on the excess webbing until it is snug. If the seat belt locks at the retractor, lock it by pulling the seat belt all the way out to the end. Then feed the belt back into the retractor until it is tight. If using the lower anchors, face the hooks downward and attach the lower anchor strap located on the car seat to the lower anchor bars located in the vehicle.
Now, using your body weight and a straight arm, push inward and downward while tightening either the seat belt or the lower anchor strap. Continue to tighten until the car seat doesn't move more than 1 inch side to side or front to back. If the vehicle head support interferes with a tight installation, it may be helpful to remove it. Also, when using a rear-facing car seat, the top may move slightly, but it should be snug at the belt path.
For all forward-facing car seats, find the correct vehicle tether anchor by looking for this symbol or by checking your vehicle owner's manual and attach and tighten the tether strap. If your vehicle is older than 2001, it may not have these tether anchors. Call your vehicle manufacturer for instructions on how to add them.
Most importantly, since there are many types of car seats and vehicles, always read your car seat instruction manual and your vehicle owner's manual to learn how to correctly and safely install your car seat into your vehicle.
Congratulations! Your car seat is now safely installed into your vehicle. But now, the next obstacle is getting your child into the car seat. Buckle the harness, making sure the straps lie flat and snug. If the harness is loose, tighten it until you can't pinch any slack. Then move the chest clip to the armpit level. Be sure to remove any blankets or thick coats and place them outside of the harness, not underneath, as they could compress, causing the harness to become loose in a crash.
Do not attach any items to the harness that did not come with the car seat or that were not made by your car seat manufacturer. These items may not be tested and can interfere with proper harness use.
Well, it's time for another quiz.
Which of these chest clips is correct?
The chest clip should be placed at the armpit level.
Do you notice anything wrong with this harness?
It's loose and it's twisted.
Did you answer correctly? Way to go. Thanks for keeping us safe and sound and properly bundled up in our car seat every time we take a ride.
Think your child is ready for an adult seatbelt once they outgrow their forward-facing car seat? Think again. Seatbelts are made for adults and don't fit children correctly. They need a booster seat.
Without a booster seat, the seatbelt fits across the child's soft stomach instead of their strong hips. This means that during a crash, the belt can cut into the child's stomach, causing internal and spinal injuries. Also, since the child's knees can't bend over the edge of the seat, they may try to scoot forward to be more comfortable, moving the seatbelt even higher up onto their stomach. In addition, the shoulder belt is too high on their neck, tempting the child to put it behind their back, making them lose all of their upper body protection.
With a booster seat, the seatbelt fits them just right across the middle of their collarbone and across their strong lower hips. In a crash, those strong hip bones will help prevent the seatbelt from damaging their internal organs. Children should ride in a booster seat until they reach about 4 feet 9 inches in height and are between 8 and 12 years of age.
There are two main types of booster seats: high-back booster seats and backless booster seats.
Here is a high-back booster seat. High-back booster seats come without a harness or with a harness as a combination seat. After your child reaches the maximum height or weight limit of their combination seat, remove the harness and it becomes a booster seat. A high-back booster seat is required when your vehicle does not have a built-in head support, such as a bench seat, which is flat across the top.
Here is a backless booster. Since it has no head support, it can only be used in vehicles that do have head support.
Using a booster seat is very easy. Just set the booster into your vehicle, set your child into the booster, and buckle him in with the vehicle seatbelt. You must use a seatbelt that has both a lap and shoulder belt. Pay attention that the lap belt goes snugly across the child's lower hips. Many booster seats have adjustable heights or come with a shoulder belt positioner, which you can use to help adjust the shoulder belt to the center of your child's collarbone. And, as always, be sure to read your vehicle and car seat instruction manuals for specific installation guidelines.
By the way, always buckle the booster seat in, even if your child is not seated in it, so that it won't become a projectile in a crash.
If you want to see if your child is ready to move out of his booster seat, buckle him into an adult seatbelt without the booster seat. The lap belt should fit across the lower hips and upper thighs. The shoulder belt should rest on the middle of his collarbone. And if he can sit with his back against the vehicle seat and fold his knees over the edge of the seat with his feet touching the floor, then he is ready to move out of his booster seat. Never allow your child to put the shoulder belt behind their back. They need the upper body protection in a crash.
This is an example of a non-regulated product. These products are not tested for safety and can actually be harmful. See how it raises the lap belt up onto the child's soft stomach instead of keeping it on his strong hips? These products should not be used.
Children also need to stay in the back seat until they are 13 years old. If they move to the front seat earlier than age 13, the airbag can injure their body.
And adults, don't you forget to be a good example by buckling up too. Always secure the lap belt low and snug on your hips, and place the shoulder belt across the center of your collarbone. If you are pregnant, take special care to adjust the lap belt as low as possible, below your belly.
Time for your last quiz.
Is this child ready to move out of her booster seat?
No, she still cannot fold her legs over the edge of the vehicle seat or touch her feet to the floor.
What's wrong with this picture?
This is a backless booster with no vehicle head support, and the child is only using a lap belt. They need a shoulder belt too.
Way to go! You did it! Now you can sit back and relax and enjoy the ride.